All right. Day four, day five. Day five are our sprint, the day when we publish, the day when we actually get it out in the world. And my goal today is to help you to get, first of all, clarity of what has to happen. Because even if you don't publish, maybe you have, I know some of you need to set up your landing pages and getting it, you're in the setup of your workshop landing pages. I still want you to feel like you win because you do. Everything that you can do on your side, that's what matters. Okay, can we agree on that? Yes or no? Can we agree that even if you still need to set up your workshop landing page on Monday or Tuesday, but you have all the copy ready, the presentation ready, and everything is good to go, we will not postpone it, but you do it and you get it done. Okay, so please be kind to yourself. Anything that you can do today, you will be able to do, and anything that needs your team and the support from anyone to technical things. If you don't have a landing page, that is also okay. I'm thinking about Natalie, for instance, who has the tech call on Tuesday. I'm thinking of Jean as well. I think you're also having tech call next week. So please be kind to yourself, and the team is doing all their best to help you to launch it early next week. Pooja, welcome on board. Good to see you. Now, what I want to do today is to help you to, first of all, remember how far you've come. Because sometimes when we are so close, we're thinking, wait a second, what have I actually done this week? Sue talked about alternative realities and dimensions and how we kind of went into a bubble. And I love being in this bubble with you. I truly love being here with you every day. But let's just go back. Monday, we came together and we met for the first time, some of us. We never met before in this way. And we started this journey. It was 135 people who signed up. And by the way, this idea came to me on Thursday last week. I was saying, oh, I want to do a sprint. I reached out to our team, Robin and Joshua also works with our clients, and said, I want to do this sprint next week. And I told Joshua, can you set up a landing page in Mine Artist Tech and set up these emails? And then I went on weekend. And we drove from Natalie's place that you met yesterday all the way to Portugal to settle here for a while. And then I opened Sunday night, 130 people signed up. This is what happens when you give workshops every week with Facebook ads. Week by week, your email list starts to grow. And any idea you have of launching a challenge, launching a workshop, doing anything, really, you actually have people to play with. Isn't that amazing? How would that feel for you to say, like, any idea you have, creative idea, like, oh, I want to give it a 1 day workshop about this, or I want to do that. You actually have people that are ready, who are connected, who are aligned in their values that you can play with. That's how it feels for me. So I wake up in the morning, there's 135 people signed up, and then you all here. And there was 40 of you on Monday. And it was so amazing to see all of you. We were all excited and we were always like, what are we gonna do? What's gonna happen? And we created the workshop outline and we created the second day, we deepened that. We worked on the storytelling. And the third day, we created the landing page. And we got like all this, how do I do that? And yesterday, we looked on different strategies on how to launch. And today is the day when we are going to finalize this. This is like the grand finale. It's going to be the completion where I help you to really get this together and like, okay, this is all I can do for now. Now you are on your own. Just publish, go. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be wonderful. That is my goal. My goal is to give you all the courage, the confidence, the clarity, the support to actually finalize this, whatever that means for you individually. Because it's not going to be the same for all of you. Because some of you, you already have landing pages and email lists, and you know exactly what you're doing. And for you, this is maybe more on the messaging, maybe more on the clarity. That's what's really coming for you. And some of you who are having sites with us and already doing workshop, maybe it was the fine tuning of your workshop. And some of you who are just starting on the Mind Artist Tech, many of you, you are setting up your tech, your landing pages, the team is coming on, it's just the beginning. And some of you are doing it with your own platforms, or maybe or maybe you're just starting off with, oh, wait, what is a landing page? I didn't think about that. And all is welcome and all is loved and all is perfect. So please don't compare yourself with anyone else than what your own progress with yourself. Can we agree on that? Because I want you to be kind and see more inspiration of the people around us. Like Sam, I just saw that Sam shared something. I think she published or she created a landing page. And I think we're going to see more and more of those. Hannah, hi, good to see you. So you will all start publishing yours, and please see it as a representation of what's possible, not as I'm not good enough because I haven't done it. Okay, we have two choices here. I'm talking about this because I really want us to co-elevate. The word co-elevation for me is deeply valuable and important because we can either spiral up together and say how amazing it is that I am in this group with these awesome people and they are bringing me to greatness. They are supporting me to become better than I could even be. I spoke with Natalie today and she said, well, I came to the challenge and I thought maybe I'm gonna do it. And as I went through it, like, wait, actually I can do this, and now it's happening. It's like maybe some of you came into this thing like, is this what am I doing here? And then like, wait a second, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. It's happening. Okay, I'm actually publishing. So this is the beautiful thing of being in greatness, in the funnel of greatness with amazing people, of look at each person as an inspiration. Because if you would look at each person as a competition, or they have done it and I haven't done it, it will just make you feel worse. And that's really not my intention with this deadline of us pushing through and actually finalizing something. My intention is that it will allow you to step into your greatness because of the people who are here, because of what we are doing here together, that we can all rise together, we can all grow together and co-elevate. And that starts with your own perspective of how fucking amazing, oh, I swear, how amazing is Sue that she's here. How awesome it is that Volker is here. How cool it is that Jürgen is here. I love spending time with Natalie. I love being with Jenny. I'm just thinking a couple of names, not all of you, because that's the one I see right now in the crowd, but all of you. How awesome it is that you're here. Can you just share in the chat to someone who's been here, or to yourself, a big thank you for someone who has been supporting for you, not only me, as someone else in the community who was there for you, who was a peer, someone supported you, or maybe for yourself for being playing full out. And just to remind yourself that we have done it together because it's better together. Seriously, it's so much more fun to do it together. Because I don't think that if you put this challenge for yourself 1 week ago and like Monday to Friday, I'm gonna do this alone. Okay, I'm waking up, I'm going for it. Monday to Friday, I'm gonna sit 2 hours per day and launch. I'm not sure it's gonna look the same. Like maybe some of you are like Tony Robbins level power. I'm gonna wake up, ice bath, breath work. Okay, I'm going. But most of us, like, we need this little push, right? Yes or no? Like we need this extra community space, and that's what we created here together. So I want to really celebrate each and one of you who showed up all this way. I truly, truly appreciate you being in this space and playing full out, because without you, it would not have been so much fun for me, first of all, but also it will have not been so much fun for everyone else, because it's really the community. Honestly, the way that was designed, I have never done it before. So your landing page style really helped me, said Sam. Amazing. Tamara said, when I joined the program, I thought about it would take me about 6 months to go through it, but after 3 months, I'm already ready. Yeah, Tamara. And now it goes even quicker because now we have the AI. In the past, you had to think about the copy by yourself, and now that we have had Barack going crazy on the tech, he has like a square face right now. Like we need to go. We're going camping in a tent this weekend and just like going out in nature. That's what I think we all need. But he's been really wanting to help you to have it this week and for you to be able to use it because it goes quicker. If you have the AI landing page copy and you have the landing page ready, it just goes so much quicker. So yeah, it will probably take a month now, Tamara, what used to take 3 months. I'm glad to see others needing more time for replays. I'm going fully through it. I'm stepping to greatness as a whole process. So much worth, and to feel everyone that sense. Yes. Big shout out to the tech team and my friend who helped me dissolve the inner blocks. I'm happy to hear that. Thanks, Donna, for your support, and all of you for your group energy, creating such an amazing, unique experience. I have loved everyone's comments and support. Like, it feels amazing to be surrounded by peers who understand and feel inspired. That was so good. The breakout rooms really connected us. Leonie is sharing, appreciate all of you here. Thank you for your uplifting enthusiasm, also for your challenges. I'm learning from all of it. Wonderful. I like the breakout rooms, Jürgen from Berlin, Sam from UK, and like the vibe we create together. Every time I feel energized afterwards. Amazing, Volker. And I want to give an extra shout out to Volker because he has been an inspiration for me when we met first time on creating more immersions, even when we spoke first time of creating those moments online where we stay plugged in for a week. And this is why we also now added focus sessions every morning, 10 a.m. UK time, into our program. So you can always have a plug-in every day of the week, never have to do this alone. So this is my intention with this. So thank you, Volker. Personally, I want to thank you for creating this inspiration in me of doing this. My commitment is to get this done by Wednesday. Thanks to Claire, very supportive community. Everyone has been super supportive. The collective energy has been off the charts and so helpful in making progress and staying focused. Yes, Natalie is grabbing a glass of water. That means it's time. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. Now, I'm gonna do share the screen. It's gonna be a bit more like coaching today because I think that you will all need different things. But let's do like this. We'll jump between those two documents. I want to be of service for you all to have an idea of what to do next. So let's take it backwards for a second, okay? Backwards means today we launch. Okay, today launch the workshop landing page so people can sign up. Someone said, I think, Jean, you were talking about the presentation. What I usually recommend is not to focus too much on the presentation at this stage, because you will not present until you start the workshop, right? So you can create the presentation basically 1 or 2 days before. You have the outline now, correct? And the first time you're gonna do it, you will do it with an organic launch. It will be with your friends, your family, your cousins, your clients, people who love you, who will not judge you. They're not strangers, and even strangers never judge you. They will be happy for you showing up. But there's no pressure of creating the presentation before launching. I really want to insist on that because sometimes we do that because we want to make it perfect. And I've seen some people getting stuck on the presentation, building that, and then like, okay, I need to work on my workshop, but then we never get to launch. So first we launch, and then we say, oh my God, I'm doing my workshop in 5 days. I need to create the presentation. Okay, can we agree on that? That we do
Yeah.
it that. And Jean, did you? Yeah,
Yeah,
go ahead.
Daria, I've got my website already set up like 6 months ago, and
Amazing.
tomorrow I'm doing a workshop for 20 people. So I have been doing workshops regularly for people, but I haven't got anything technically online. That's where I am. But in
Amazing.
live, I can do that, no problem.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, I think the presentation will, the team will help you. I think the most important, get to meet Robin and Joshua. They will take care of you. They will help you with the next step, and it will be very good for you. Yeah, amazing. So let's look at this. What do you need for you to launch the workshop landing page today? Because after that we can talk about traffic, how you're going to get people to join it and all of that. But first of all, like the most important is that you have a landing page where people can sign up, like ours. I reworked ours this morning, by the way. Now this is not the one. I'm gonna show you the one. This one, I tweaked it a bit. Just the title. And this is how this looks. So something like this, but your version of that. So what do you need to do in order for you to have something that I can register to? today. If I want to sign up to your workshop today, what needs to happen from your side? Let's start with that. If you can just write in the chat, what needs to happen for this to happen? Everything that needs to happen. And I want you to write also how much time you need. I want you to write also how much time you need for that. And now we are just talking about having the size, not how to get people on it, okay? So that's the only focus right now. Just how do you get this site to exist? So for me, if I want to sign up to this site right now, what's in between me signing up to this site and where you are? So Claire, I would invite you to think just on that. What needs to happen for this site to exist? And Hannah as well, is the site ready? Can I sign up to it? If not, then that is the focus. What needs to happen for the site to exist? Email sequence will come after, right? We just want to focus on having a site of that there's somewhere I can do something. And I'm gonna challenge you. Okay. Can I, with your permission, ladies and gentlemen, can you write permission granted if you're open for some supportive kick in the butt to get this out today? Just write permission granted. And if not, that's also okay. It's all with all the love in the world. I just want to help you to stop procrastinating. Permission granted. Kick me, please. Okay. You're doing great. It's with all my love that I'm saying all of this. So let's start and look at this. You see what's happening here? We are about to hit publish. And then I just said, please don't spend time on the presentation before you launch. It's gonna be, Jürgen is like, please take the time to do that after. Hi, Dana. We don't need to create presentation because it's probably gonna be with your cousin and your neighbor and some weird person that has been following you on social media for 5 years in the first workshop. Or if you're lucky, there's gonna be much more people. But honestly, like it's not gonna have to be such a big thing. We just want to have a run with going for it. We want to test it. We want to test the messaging. We want to test the funnel. It's not gonna be the pressure that we will have with 200 people now signing up every week, right? We don't, that's the good thing about it. Like starting with what you got, you can, even if you have an email list, you don't have to launch it to the whole email list. You can just launch it to your clients, or you can just launch it to a smaller community. So I really want you to know that the presentation, if you can trust me on this, when you have hit publish, then you start the presentation preparation because the presentation is ready. We did it Monday and Tuesday. You already create the outline. And yes, of course, you can work on it. And basically, honestly, with Gamma, you can just put that in and you have a presentation in 2 minutes. I don't know if I can show you the one that I did the last time. It's not maybe not perfect, but we are not looking for perfection. It looks like this. Remember the other day when I put this in into the notes into Gamma? Do you remember? Yes? Can I have a thumbs up? It created this. It created this presentation. It's a in our brand colors. Yes, I can change the images. It will take me 10 minutes to put our images. Shift 1, Shift 2, Shift 3, teaching shift structure, power of contrast. It has all the models. This took me basically 3 minutes to do. And the presentation is ready. So you don't need to spend time on this. And honestly, also, what will happen is that you will have all the ideas on how to improve it when you do it. My favorite quote is ideas come from contribution or contradiction. We cannot get to our genius zone in being in a cave thinking about our presentations. We need to get out in the world, try it out, even if there's 5, 10 people, feel how it feels, go back and say, okay, what can I improve? And go again. And then you go again, and that's how you improve. Okay. It's impossible to get to a perfect presentation because even if it's perfect in your eyes, in your mind, you will not get the feedback from your ideal buyers if you don't talk to them. So you might end up with a really good presentation that doesn't sell. But if you speak with your people, you will realize, oh, this is what's happening. Let me improve the presentation for next week. Does that make sense? So I really recommend for all of you who are thinking, I need to create the workshop first, I need to know what's inside. You already done it Monday and Tuesday. That's why that excuse is out of the picture. That's done. Okay. I would really like that template for the workshop. Yeah. So the notes from Monday and Tuesday, Leonie, if you go into the the videos, there's a in all the YouTube videos, you have the Google Docs and everything. In addition, seriously, everything is done in the Journey app. If you haven't done it yet, go into the Journey app. You can write your 3 shifts, the workshop outline, the workshop landing. Everything is there with the AI. You can just put it in. It's all available for you. Yeah. Can also add, you will change your mind. Slides will always change the ghost invitation, get people in. Yes. So we work in this way. First, we get an outline so it feels okay, I have something to go on. It's not perfect, but I have something to go on. Then we create all the drafts, we develop all the areas. Then we hit publish on the landing page. And then someone talked about next step. Guilty as charged. Okay. Yes. I'm gonna continue with next. Kick me, please. Okay. Kick me, please sounds very, very horrible. I'm not gonna kick anyone. It's just gonna, gently, gently. How did she call it? Julie? Hov. It's a sign up form, thank you page, email sequence after signing a few hours. My landing page is ready, just need a sign up form. Yeah. So Hannah, in this case, again, if you're getting into this, I need to have an email nurturing sequence and it has to be all of that. When we started, we had one email saying you're in. Here's the link for Zoom. Bye. See you Monday. Honestly, again, make it simple for yourself because I really believe, and Barak and myself, we are a bit different. I am very much like, I just go and it's like, let's just improve. And that's a good combination of us too, because I like to just, not that I don't like perfection. I've been working with 16 years with this, but I'm a action taker. If I had an idea, he told me this morning, I want to start doing breath work and vision breath work with our community. I said, okay, let's start it on Monday. That's how I think. I said, but let's look at how we can improve it. And then it's good to do that. You need both, right? But you need to take the action and then do the feedback loop of improving. This is what is called Kaizen, the Kaizen way, Japanese way of constant improvement. We take action, we take the feedback, we go again, and that's how we move forward. So we don't get stuck in procrastination. Okay, so for Hannah, one, if you have time now, because you already have the sign up for, of course, go for the landing page. But if you have nothing, just start with one. Day of focused work. Jürgen, for you, if it's one day of focused work, what's the next action to do that? What do you need? What needs to happen for that day to exist in your schedule? Sort out with the tech next steps. I need to set up the landing page email sequence. I need about 4 hours. Okay. Okay. I feel I have to create the workshop. Yeah, so Volker and Jürgen, for both of you, I recommend to put that aside until this is launched and then come back to it. Okay. Logo, name, and colors, email sequence. Yes. Mm. Yeah, Elaine, great. So the 4 benefits have, if you haven't been on the app yet, you have the 4 benefits there that you can write out in the Journey app, and then you can get feedback from AI. Okay. Try that. Okay, I'm gonna give you 5 minutes to take a 5-minute action for what I just spoke about. If that means that you need to block time in your schedule to create those 4 hours or to create that one day, then you do that. If that means that you need to organize, if you're in a community, a call with Robin and for Monday or Tuesday, or Joshua to help you to set up your landing page, then do that. If that means that you need to schedule a time with yourself, like an hour to sit on your 4 shifts, like Elaine, okay, I need to sit down, it will take me an hour to do those 4 benefits. Schedule that into your schedule. I really believe in scheduling time with myself. And I'll give you 5 minutes. And when that's done, I want you to write down in the chat. So this is you future proofing this, okay? 5 minutes action, whatever that is. Either you do the action right now, if you can do it in 5 minutes, or you schedule things in your schedule for the upcoming week so that it gets done. When it is in the agenda, it gets done. I really believe that. So when it's done, then go for done. And if you're not sure, that now is the time to think what needs to happen for you to publish just the landing page. Go. Again, look at the either an action that takes you 5 minutes, an action that you can schedule into your agenda for an hour with yourself. If you do schedule an hour with yourself, write specifically what you're gonna do in that hour. So you know, oh, I need to work on my 4 benefits. I need to work on my this section. So you have it. Okay, and now put done. If you're done, if you put your 5 seconds action in your, I want to see 18 done in the chat so we know that we are moving forward. Okay, let me see what I see here. Run the test of my funnel with tech team on Monday. Amazing. Too advanced for me. We'll catch up day 3. Okay, all good. Monday 9/11 finalize text landing page. Tuesday 9 a.m. tech call. I signed up. Amazing. You're gonna love it, Todd Walker. Sunday 4 to 6 p.m. complete landing page. Finalize data workshop. Okay, well, that was a lot of dates. Let me reread it. Now, Sunday, complete landing page, finalize workshop, write some extra notes. Wednesday, whole day to complete launch. Beautiful. Done, 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 done. Awesome. How does that feel? How does it feel to focus in this way? Just to really say, okay, no sidetracking. Let's just go. Let's just do it. How does it feel in your body? Mark says to me all the time, how does it feel? Because I feel everything. Like for me, everything is feeling emotion and has it feel? If it feels good, then it's the good direction. So how do you feel about having some action, some soft kick in the butt on taking action? Relief, exciting, energizing. What else? Excited. Yes. Beautiful. Okay. Excited even. Yes. That's amazing. Okay, so let's continue. What I want to do now is that I like to think what happens before. So the first thing we want to do is this. This is the first goal, okay? Launch the workshop landing page today. What launch means is I can sign up. I can put my email and preferably WhatsApp on the landing page and sign up. It doesn't mean that even people will get any confirmation, right? That's all I want to get to. There's a way for people to send me something so I can receive their emails and they are signed up. I'll give you a reminder why we do with WhatsApp and why I really recommend it is our communication with emails has changed a lot. I don't know about you, but many times emails go into promotion. We don't check them every day. Many times, like I don't go into my email inbox every day. Once a week, maybe I'll go through my emails. That's kind of how it looks for most of us. We do read our emails, but we don't read them all the time. However, WhatsApp, we always read it. So if you have a good communication with your leads, your prospects, your community, your clients on WhatsApp, it actually is really a nicer way to engage, right? We can have a bit more like back and forth, how are you, shorter messages. Now, the fear we might have with WhatsApp is that I don't want to have it on my phone. You don't want to have I would not like to have 200 leads coming in every week, people wanting to sign up to our workshop on my phone. It will be very, very stressful to have it in my inbox. So what we have in our system, and I really recommend it in your system, whatever you're using, if you're not using MI Tech, is a virtual number that you can have that will allow you to have a WhatsApp online. So my phone is not my personal phone is my personal phone. It's not my business phone. It's not the company phone. So it's separated from my personal life, which again comes back to how I want to live my days. I don't want to live glued to my phone. So virtual number is something that you can set up in our system. At least you can set it up and then it just stays like an email, like you would have people WhatsApp with you in the system. You don't have it on your phone. It's not connected to the phone. So if you have a system, just make sure that you have that option as well, because in our experience, we have a much higher show up rate. More people sign up and show up to the workshop because of the WhatsApp reminder, because they see that in their phone and say, oh, I remember now that I'm joining this workshop in 2 hours, or you having been receiving WhatsApp for this sprint as well, right? I think Robin set it up for me to have it every day. It just helps you to have a quick reminder that we are meeting today. So this is what I would recommend for you, no matter what you are working with, to have that option. It really is. In 2025, it really helps with the show up rate, because you worked hard to get here. You also want the people to come to the workshop, correct? So this is what's going to help them a lot. Pleasurable mix of excited and peaceful. That sounds good. Good to get focused, becoming aware. I'm very good in thinking about the next 5 steps. For the WhatsApp to work, do you make the phone number field required? I think in Germany, a lot of people might not want to give the phone number. Uh, yeah, we make it required, I think, but sometimes people will ask us, like, do I need to put a number? And I say, just put anything, and then you can just choose not to have a WhatsApp after, and then we send them an email if we have an automation that goes to every number that does not work. So they receive an email like, we have this number, is this not correct? And they might say, I don't want to have it. And then we just get that off, so they don't have WhatsApp. But honestly, Jürgen, in our world, most of our members are in now more and more Europe, UK, a bit in US, but mostly Europe in the last year. Now we are branching out. Now that we are back in Europe and not living in Thailand, we can actually speak with the US. It was not possible before, but we haven't had any issues with WhatsApp, knock on wood. Like, it has been really smooth in Germany and on all over Europe and UK as well. So I think it should not be a problem for you. That's my experience, at least from doing WhatsApp in Germany. Okay, and there are some countries that are like, they love it. I don't think we have anyone from our Israeli community here, but like in Israel, it's such a big thing, WhatsApp. In some countries, it just really like people use it a lot. Some other countries, it's more Telegram or anything like that. But honestly, most places would choose to have some type of WhatsApp communication. So that's short about that. Feel free to ask any questions. I'm really here to help you, but just this is the focus, right? If you just have this is enough. This is first, okay? Then everything else will come. Now, what do we do after is important, which is because they are signing up. After sign up, you want to have some type of email sequence. And if you have, I'm gonna give you both options because this is what we do, and then you can find out what you want to do for yourself. And WhatsApp automation sequence before workshop. Okay. After sign up, before workshop. I'm gonna keep it short. We are quite deep into all the automation. We have automations before workshop, after workshop, before replay, after replay, like all of those automations are set up as templates, but I'm not going to go too deep into that because I really want to focus on how to fill your workshops today. But I do want to give you at least the base. And here for the sign up, you do need an email sequence. And here's where a lot of people under communicate. It might feel like a lot, but I would recommend to have, of course, a registration when people come on. Okay, I registered to the workshop. Hi, Tamara, welcome to the workshop. I'm happy you're here. We are meeting on this date. Put that in your calendar, something simple like that. Then what I like to do is to give value email 1, value email 2, value email 3, reminder 24 hours before, and reminder 2 hours before. So if you end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 emails, okay. And number 1 is short. Yeah, it's not so much. It's just a date, this is when we meet, Zoom link, very quick, just communication about this. This is short. This is short. And this is long. 1, 2, 3. Long, what I mean by long is it should be long enough and give them enough value. Long. Ah, long enough to provide enough value for them to learn something, even if they did not come to your workshop. Does that make sense? So even if I don't come to your workshop, even if I don't show up and I read that email, I still learn something. Why is this important? Why do you think this is important? Okay, so Tamara is asking where to add the date. So it's called custom values, Tamara. This is where you would put the date. You'd only change the date in the custom values. Can you hear me? Custom values. Yeah, good. I have to say it get okay. They may come to the next one to build trust, show you have something to offer, generous, to establish us as someone they want to learn from. All of that, yes. But also, can you hear me, by the way? I feel like my Zoom is acting out a bit the last 2 days. I don't know what's going on. Can you hear me? Just type yes if you can hear me, you can see me. All good? Yes, amazing. Christian guide, very cool. Okay, wonderful. Why? I'll tell you why. When we do, at least when we do it with ads, we have about 35 to 50 participants sign ups to your workshop every week when we put around 20 euros per day for 7 days in ad budget. I had to put it with ad budget. It will be different for all of you depending on what you do, but this is what you can anticipate. This is normal in our world, and this is what we are looking to get to, like 3 to 5 per euros per sign up. Now, out of those 50, 25% will show up. Okay. If you're lucky, because they don't know you and they need to plan in their schedule to make time for you to be there. This is also, of course, helping them to choose to show up to your workshop if you give them value and they see that you know what you're talking about. This is why we build credibility and trust in the landing page, so for them to say, okay, this is worth my time. And then you also rebuild trust and credibility for them to actually prioritize that in their schedule. Now, if you have 50 people sign up and maybe you have, let's say, 10 to 15 people who show up, What happens to all the other people? What do you think? Hannah, yeah, in our case, we have 200 signups. We put a higher ad budget than 20 per day. This, our clients, when they start ads, they start at 20 euros or pounds per day or dollars. And then when they get their first sales from ads, then they can up their budget. Our budget is about 100 per day at the moment, 100, 150. So that gives another level of signups, of course. But I would not, you don't need to go there in the beginning because you need to test if the funnel is working. So why does it matter then? What happens to the other people? That's what my question. What happens to the other people? Let's say if there are 15 people who showed up, there's 35 who did not show up. What do you think happens to them? Let's write in the chat. What happens if they don't show up? They will join the next one as I did. They receive your email, still might sign up to come over time. Is there anyone else who thinks something else than that? If they don't show up, they don't get the opportunity to get some treasure. They get FOMO. They watch the replay. Aha, good. So then we have the replay, right? We have the replay site. So they watch the replay. But also, ultimately, if you work, who here works with leaders? People who are very busy, who have a very busy schedule. Just write yes in your chat. People who are not busy, but they kind of pack their schedule with things that they love. They value their time and they value where they put their time. Yeah, you work with people who value their time and who might not be going to every workshop that they see. Is that correct? So no one else works with leaders here? People who are maybe business owners or professionals, or maybe people who have a leadership background in some sense. Yeah. If you work with people who are, let's say, high achievers, leaders, people who have their own business, people who have kids and business or job, basically anyone in living in the Western society nowadays, they have a lot going on in their schedule. Which means that if they are like me, they will see an ad and say, oh, I like this. I don't want to forget it. Let me sign up to their email list. Let me sign up to this workshop and let me check that later. Can you relate to this action? Am I the only one doing that? I will do that because I'm like, I want to check this person out. And I might sign up to the workshop even if I cannot join because I want to be in the world and check them out. So imagine if I get shitty emails from that person. And I'm like, what is this? There's no value. There's just spam. Buy my course. Like, I don't want to know more about them. But imagine that I could not, let's say I signed up to something. I saw an ad about working as a couple and business owner. And there's a workshop about that. Okay, that speaks to me. I'm in a little in with me, Barak and myself, we have company, we are life partners. Okay, that is interesting. Let me sign up to that. I cannot join that day. I'll watch the replay. And then I maybe on Sunday I sit have a coffee and I open my emails and I go through it and check it. Oh, they have really good content. Let me check that video. Let me check that podcast. Let me read that thing. Let me check that case study. They give me so much value. Oh, they just sent me the replay. Let me check out the replay. Let me book the call. You see what happens here? You have a whole other journey that's going on with people who are maybe not able to join in that specific time. And here's the thing, most of them will become your best clients, those people, because those people are so committed. So if you give value and they see the value what you're doing, they might not even watch the workshop. They maybe are not going to sit down for 60 minutes, 90 minutes, or maybe they will watch it on replay when they are in the car, but they will get the chance to actually experience you in all the incredible emails that you wrote after. Does that make sense? So we don't want to lose them. If you are paying for those leads, if I'm talking about ads here in specifically, but you can do it with content, but you have put your energy or time or money into this, and you have 50 people signed up, you're going to have 25% who showed up to the workshop, more or less, if it goes well. But then all the rest will watch the replay, and all the rest will also be getting your emails. And this is where you also can give value. Please share in the chat, what is your biggest takeaway so far in our conversation? I want to hear. What are you already learning? What are you already realizing? What's your aha in our first hour together? What are you taking away from this conversation? For me, it's the connection, the community. If they don't read emails and if they don't join, I still give value in the emails, it's win-win. Yeah, they need to imagine what the people that don't communicate with me need, what you said just now about the other journey people might take. Yeah, yes, exactly. Yes. You don't let anyone off the hook until they say, no, I don't want to be here anymore. You provide them and shower them with love and value and give them a chance to connect. Because when they do connect, they will like and trust you and they will be able to, in their own timing, go deeper. But it gives them a chance to connect with you. Truly enlightening. Can connect on different ways with someone. It can take some time, but when people get your emails every time, they look at it later. Yes. So good question, Natalie. What kind of value do you put in the emails other than case studies? So I would put value email. What I do here, do you remember your 3 shifts? You have 3 shifts that are the 3 shifts in your workshop and the 3 shifts in your program. In value email 1, shift 1. Value email 2, shift 2. Value email 3, shift 3. And here is where I love to work with AI for this. You can take in the future, depends probably, I cannot say how much time it will take, but Barak is developing that we can do those emails in the Journey app, so you don't have to go anywhere else. But for now, you can already put your shift in the Journey app, and you can put that onto ChatGPT and say, create an email sequence with those 6 emails, and you will come out with incredible emails. That is what I would do to make it really easy for yourself. Take your 3 shifts and tell, here's my 3 shifts. I want 3 long form emails. Give me valuable content, that people can learn something from this, even if they don't show up to the workshop. Talk about this shift and make it very connected, very emotionally connected, storytelling. And in the PS, in the call to action, invite them to the workshop. Okay? That's what you do. So you use the Journey app to create the shifts. And then I will go into ChatGPT and just say, this is the content I need. This is the workshop. Now create the outline of that. It's very, very easy. I love that we are living in the era of AI. Honestly, it's like the best. We can go so fast with this. Does that make sense? So the 3 shifts is the base of everything that you do. Shift 1, shift 2, shift 3. And you have them. We've been working on the whole week. And if you don't have them, then you go into the Journey app and then you can just create them. or you do wherever you want. It just helps you because the AI will help you to develop them, and then you take them and you create those. How does that feel for you to do it this way? It would probably take you half an hour, honestly, if you have the shifts ready. So in the ChatGPT, I will take the 3 shifts that you will have in the Journey app that you put or wherever you put it, and then I will put that into ChatGPT. I will take these notes that I'm sharing with you today. I'll take this and I will say, I am developing a free method workshop for my program. It's gonna be for this specific audience, and I want to create 6 emails. This is the date of the workshop. This is the time of the workshop. It's a free workshop, and here are I want to have this type of emails, and email 2, 3, and 4 will give value around these specific shifts. That, and then create, please. Is this doable? Can you write in the chat doable if you see that this is something that you can do? Yes. Amazing. So that's done. And then for the ones who have MI Tech, you have the WhatsApp automation already set up. They are ready for you. So you just have to ask the team to give it to you. It's our automations that we use for our weekly workshop, and you have the same templates ready to go. Yes, it's super, super easy. And Desiree, it's when you've done it once, you can do it again. You'll be able to be techy as well. We have a mantra in Mind Artist, I love tech. I want you to all believe that I love tech, because your mind will start to believe it, and then you'll be able to say that, okay, this is gonna work.
And
All
it's
right.
very easy because we have a tech team at our service who helps us.
Yeah, exactly. And this is already template ready for like we have already template ready for this automation, because you can also do WhatsApp automation. Anything that if you don't have it, guys, just make sure that your provider has it. Yeah. And I just know that WhatsApp just works much better nowadays if you have both my email and WhatsApp for the workshops to fill them up. Now let's go back to I want to stop being afraid of pressing buttons. I completely understand that. And that's the goal, to start pressing more buttons and without fear. Let's continue. That's after. Now let's go to before, because this is where you're gonna be today. Can you remind me the 4 different ways of filling your workshop that I shared yesterday? Who remembers the 4 different ways that you can launch and fill your workshop? Organic ads. What else? Partnerships, yeah. And what else? One fourth, one more. And someone remember? I would put organic and email into same. It's more like warm audience. Social media, that will be going to organic as well. Cold, well done. Cold. So we have organic, paid, we have strategic partnerships, and we have cold traffic. So what I would say here is choose one. One, not a mix in the beginning for this specific launch. You can always improve, but it's better to master one than to do things half-assed on all the 4. Can we agree on that? They all need your full attention. So go for one for each. If you just go for workshop outlines now, then just do that. Sorry, for warm audience, emails, or social media organic, then just do that. If you do ads, just do that. If you do partnership, do that. If you do cold, just do that. What I want you to do right now is to take 5 minutes to decide on the one that you're gonna do and your action plan. Actually, let's take 10 minutes, and you can also have a break in that time if you need to have, stretch your legs a bit, get some water. But I want you to come out as we finish those 10 minutes, knowing what type of launch you're gonna do and the actions you will take today and the upcoming week. If you need to schedule that in your schedule. And if there's any questions that you can also raise that, then I can help you with that. Okay, is that clear? Take 10 minutes and then make sure to drink some water and get some air and stretch your bodies before you come back. You're doing great, by the way. Launch. Organic launch, reaching out to all clients, getting butts in the seats, going to finish the landing page and Sunday launch with ads on Monday. I love how many of you are launching ads. It's awesome. Going with ads, organic for email list, posting to our Facebook group, first organic to practice. That's very good, Leonie. I like it. I would like to practice first with people. Yes. And for the ones who are in the program, you can just say, hey, I'm doing my first workshop. Whoever wants to watch it, and we can give each other feedback. Like that's what this community is for as well, Leonie. So you can always, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people launching next week who would like to practice together. Organic launch, personalized WhatsApp message to previous clients. Yes. Email, social media posts, going for organic. Looks amazing. Need to get my head into gear. I will do an organic launch. We'll ask ChatGPT, as I guess we'll no longer have access to your AI. You will still have it, Carolina. Next week you will still have it, so you can keep using it next week. I want you to finish and launch. So for now you have access to it. I'm going with pay ads. You're getting me to launch a workshop at the month before I thought I would. Yes, that's the power of kick in the butt with love. That's what we do here. You're doing great. Okay. Now, I want you all back. Can I see all the faces? Jürgen, you're good. Vivi, you're here. Yeah, you're good to go. Amazing. We're gonna go into breakout rooms, and I want you to be the best coach and support team as you can, as you will present what you're gonna do. Okay? You're gonna go in and say, okay, I'm launching my workshop. This is the landing page. This is what I've done. I'm setting up the emails. I've set up this. You're just gonna run through what's in your head and talk about the strategy. And the person in front of you, you want to be able to fill it. And I would recommend 35 to 50 sign-ups and give it at least 7 days. No matter if you do organic launch or if you do another launch, just make sure that you actually schedule for a launch that is going to be for 7 days. You have enough time. Just don't do ChatGPT for the email sequence. Wow, Mikey, you're amazing. That's awesome. That's amazing. Awesome. Yes, that's awesome. Yes, it's so easy, right? It's just so easy when we know what to do. So I want you to go in and help each other to get just to hear each other first of all, and it really helps to speak it out loud, the plan. And if you see anything that you don't understand, or if you feel like, what are you gonna do about that? And how are you gonna do this part? So the person really knows every step. How much ad budget will you put? How many people? I want you to put some numbers. Okay, I'm gonna reach out to people. How many people? How will you reach out? How will you know who you reach out to? Can you be like a bit of devil's advocate? Because I want you to think through the details. Sometimes we are too vague. We say, I'm gonna reach out to everyone I know. That sounds like a lot. I'm going to reach out to 100 people per day and I'm going to do it on this platform. Sounds much better, right? And I'm going to write them into my Google Doc and I'm going to go through them once a day and I'm going to plan for 1 hour per day. Sounds good? So we want to get really precise, and that's going to be the goal of your breakout room. I want you to get precise and help each other to put real numbers and realistic numbers. So I rather want you to win than to overcommit and fail. So don't say I'm going to reach out to 2,000 people per day. But if you can say, I'm going to sit for 1 hour per day, if you're going for organic, I'm going to sit for 1 hour per day and I'm going to reach out to everyone that I know. I'm going to do social media for 1 hour per day, or I'm going to do Facebook ads for 7 days. I'm going to work on my ads. I block these hours. This is how it's going to look like, really precise. Does that make sense? Can I have two thumbs up if you're clear? Amazing. Okay. We're going to breakout rooms. I'll give you... let's go for 6 minutes. I think that's good. Is 6 minutes good for you? Yeah, or do you want 10 minutes? Put 6 or 10 in the chat. How do you want? What do you want? 6, 10, 7? We are negotiating. Okay, let's go for 6. Let's go with 6 and have fun. You might end up with 3 people in some rooms, but most rooms are with 2 and mm, mm. Oh, funny. Use mostly the same people as before, I think. Have fun. I'll see you back in 6 minutes.
Hey, um, first of all, you should put the recording on pause.
What is happening now? Is this ultimate success? Are we good to go? Do we know how to fill your workshops? Do we know how to sign up people? And what do we know how to nurture them until we do? And if not, this is the moment to get clarity. I'm here for that. Any questions, ads, fill, like anything really, let's make sure that you know exactly what to do. The time is now, ladies and gentlemen. If you're not sure about something, then it's now the time to ask. Carolina, 5 to 5. I need to write the converting post on Facebook. I an email to get 5 to 8 people to sign up. Carolina, I would say more than that. 35 to 50 people sign up, 7 days, and clear action plan on what you're gonna do to do that. My opinion is that if we don't have a strategy for social media, it is like hope marketing. We hope that people will find us, but we want to have a proactive strategy. We don't do hope marketing, we do strategic marketing. We look at the hours and we look at the actions and we say, if I do this, then I will have this result. That's why I love ads. If I put $20 into ads and I know what I do, I know that I will end up with 35 to 50 people signed up. So if you do social media, I want you to have a strategic plan for how are you going to have 35 to 50 people signed up so you have enough people. I'm challenging you here, Carolina, because I want you to succeed. And I want you to have the clear strategy. And this is helpful for everyone because 5 to 8 people signing up, it will not have enough people coming to the workshop. So you might end up with not enough people in the room. And it's more fun that we have at least a couple of people who are joining. So if we think that it's 25% who will come to the workshop, there might be 1 or 2 people coming if we have 5 to people sign-ups. And if we are lucky. So how can we succeed with this?
But the problem is I never done Facebook ads, so I wouldn't even dare to do that without guidance.
Yeah.
Therefore, I mean, I still haven't signed people, because I don't know how to write posts that so people would convert. That's the challenge, and that's where I haven't got the guidance yet.
Do you have the budget for £20 per day?
Well, even that's a bit stretched, but I mean, I don't have to do 7 days. I could do 5 days, maybe.
I would say if you don't have the ad budget for 7 days, then rather go with a plan for organic. That would be a good thing to do. Better to go all in than to do it halfway.
But
If you
how
do
do I get a plan for organic? I mean, where do I get that?
Yeah, we can have a chat about it after when we finish today, Carolina. We can have a look at that. It will be a bit longer conversations, but I want you to make sure that everyone gets what they need today. So
Okay.
stick around after chat. Okay, I'm ready to launch it because I want to get feedback, but I admit I'm nervous about how many will sign up. I don't want to bomb. Here's the thing, it might happen anyway. if we are okay, let's just imagine the worst case scenario. Nobody will show up. We forget our presentation. We forget what we have to say. And then some weirdo comes, and then you have to sit with them and do the presentation just for them. You forget to click on the replay, so you don't have a recording. And, like all of that. And the tech just sends an email to everyone on your email list. In the end, it doesn't matter, Mikey. Honestly, it's not the end of the world. We are on some crazy rock in the world, drifting around. It doesn't matter.
I know,
But
I know, I know. You put so much energy in. You just want it to just lift. But of course there's the fear of falling, but that fear is not big enough to stop me actually doing it. It's just
no, I
there in the
know.
background, of course. Like
Yeah,
all of us, we want to do a workshop, we want people to come, we want this, we want that. Otherwise, why are we on this course? Of course, we want to go big, but uh,
yeah,
equally, you've got to start somewhere. So
yes,
that's what
yes,
I agree with that. Just got to start. That's how I feel. I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna start. I'm just gonna put that out there, and I'll take it from there.
exactly,
That's it.
exactly. You're gonna be so amazing. You're such a badass, Mikey. I love oh,
Uh, Once I get them on the workshop, that'll be all
yeah,
right. It's just getting them on
yeah.
that workshop.
So here, I'm gonna give you a tip here. When I've been in business for 16 years, and it's very scary, hiring 6 full-time employees working with us, having so many people we support, having like our ad spend is sometimes 5, 6,000 per month. Yeah. It's not 20 pounds anymore. So we were looking with like big ad budgets, lots of people. Like I sent an email to everyone on our 8,000 people with my name, like the other day. Like those things happen still. But the thing is, I actually don't have the fear in the backbone. I have it in front. I look at the fear and I look at it and say, what's the worst that can happen? And can I live with that? Because if I'm not trying to like push it down, if that happens, that happens. That's one of the scenarios. But then that scenario can happen and I can live with that. I can go through that. It can happen. Anything can happen in this life. Can I live with that? Will I be okay? Yes. And in the same time, there's a scenario where you are so successful. In 3 months from now, 6 months from now, 12 months from now, when I had my first six-figure year, I didn't know what to do with myself. I was like, what just happened? I don't even understand. It felt like I jumped in reality. And that's what I want for all of you, because I know it's possible. But we do have to put the work in and we have to stay connected. So that's why I don't want you to negotiate the 7 days if you do ads or the ad budget, or like I really want you to succeed, because from working with 150 clients in the last year and thousands of people in the 16 years, this strategy works, but it doesn't work if we start to mold it. And that's when we start to like, oh, but let me do like this, let me do like this. I really want to give you the best that we've been able to give to our clients so you can really succeed. So yes, Mikey, it might not work the first time, or it might work. We had clients who just from the first workshop signed 1,500 first ever high ticket, or for me it's still like a mid-range ticket, but still they went from 50 euros to 1,500 in the first workshop. They were shocked. They said, I thought it's going to take more. I said, yeah, it might take 3 to 6 times before you get the hang of it, but it might happen. There's a scenario where you have a first sale next week or the week after 1,500. That scenario also exists. And we also want to be able to say, if this happens, I'm okay with that. And if this happens, I'm also okay with that, because also fear of success, right? I'm okay with earning more money. I'm okay with actually getting out of survival. I'm okay of being the hustling entrepreneur. I'm also okay with that scenario. So we want to have that open to ourselves. And the thing with our strategy is that we work with workshops every week. I don't want you to ever stop doing workshops. This is no, this is the beginning of a journey where you don't have to be on social media, or you don't have to hustle for clients anymore, because it's a system. Ads to workshop to calls to high ticket group program or one-to-one. Rinse, repeat. Rinse, repeat. Are you following? And you don't do anything else because you love working with these people, you're giving a workshop you love, you have an amazing community that just grows, and your business scales. It's the most simple approach that you can think of. So the problem is that we sometimes forget the bigger vision and we get stuck on the first workshop. The fear of doing the first one and say, well, it doesn't succeed. Well, if it doesn't, then we go again next week. And then we go again next week until we succeed, because it's not a question of if, it's just a question of when. Can we agree on that? It can be the first time, the second time, the third time, it's gonna happen, but we have to stay committed to improve the same system, not to change the system. Most entrepreneurs online, they change the system, so they never get to really fine tune, the system, because they're changing the system. Here, we keep doing the same system over and over again. Me and Barak have been doing the same workshop every week for 8 months. We took a bit of a break sometimes before that. Can you imagine 8 months doing the same ads to workshop, to calls, to program like this? 8 months. Even when we traveled from Thailand, we traveled a lot. Barak just showed we drove 8,000 kilometers with our car this summer through Europe. That's a lot, right? Lots of countries, our road trip. And still, we planned our schedule. So every Tuesday, the same time, Barak was delivering the workshop. Because that's the only commitment he has for our marketing per week. Are you following? It's not a one-time thing. I'm offering you a solution from this constant, where do I get my next clients from? How do I build this? This is a solution. It's a system. Okay, how is this landing for you? I'm going a bit broader today, but I really want you to also expand and see the bigger picture of what we're doing here. Great questions. Try to continue try that until the funnel. Yes, until it works. It's not a question of if, it's a question of when. And we're gonna work on it until we get there. Not in a hope way of we're gonna analyze the data, look at the numbers, see what's going on internally. Is there any blocks? And is externally, is technically something not working? And then fine tune. You will get there. I feel clear about what I have to do, and some things will get clear. Beautiful. WhatsApp message to previous clients to invite to the workshop. Beautiful. Natalie, what to do is to invite them with your excitement. Lead with excitement. That's what I would do. Like, find your own excitement. It might not be my excitement, but can you find your voice? So I work with, like, am I excited about this workshop? Am I excited to deliver this workshop? And can I bring that with the voice message to say, hi, Jürgen, I'm so excited. I'm doing a sprint next week and I want you to be there. We're going to have such a great time. I really think you will benefit from this. I know you're working on workshops. I know that it's going to be super valuable. Be there. I cannot wait to meet you. Do you want me to send you the sign up link? By the way, is there anyone else you know who could also be there? You see, that's me. Barak will not sound like this. Barak is like the calm. He has this calm energy. We've been to his workshop. He will be much more like genuine, authentic, like connecting on a deeper level, like really feeling you. That will be him, but you are you. So what is your way of being authentic in your invitation? That would be my advice for you, Natalie. Not sure about the tech around automated WhatsApp message and emails. Anything which is a bit more techy, and we have another 8 minutes. Please stick around after Elaine. We can chat more about that. I want to make sure that everyone gets the clearest, and we can stay with Sam and Elaine. Yeah, my best talk was with 12 people, very small number. Yeah, I had workshops when I had nobody, and I said, perfect. I'm just gonna do the best replay video so I can put it on the replay site. Doesn't matter. Use that hour. Every time in the past when I had sales calls booked and people did not show up, that doesn't really happen anymore because we have all the WhatsApp reminders now. But in the past, I had many people who did not show up for calls. And many times when I did not have ads, I did not have many people come to my workshops. I was still doing these things. And I always said, okay, I'm already ready to go. Let me record something. So I recorded the workshop, the replay live, even if nobody was there. And if I didn't want to do another workshop, I recorded my podcast. So I ended up recording 50 episodes of my podcast every time nobody showed up. I said, okay, I'm just ready to go. I'm already, ready to record and be live. Let me just do something with this time. So don't look at it as, okay, nobody showed up. Nobody showed up. That's fine. You can still do something with that time. At least do a replay. Yes, I'm clear on the first steps of the fund. I'm not sure what happens after the workshop. How do we sign up people for the one-on-one mapping sessions? You invite them. You invite them. That's the simple part. Jürgen, if you like what we did here, let's have a chat. Simple as that. That's end of the story. We have we have done a 90-minute training on the last 15 minutes of the workshop of how to really design it and structure it. So of course, there's more strategy to that. The simple answer is just invite them. The more complex answer is spend at least 15 minutes inviting them, not just like, oh, bye. Take the time to invite them. And the third would be design it, structure it, create a really beautiful flow on how to invite them that feels like something that you're proud of. Like sell them on the live call, sell them on the idea of spending 1 hour with you because it's valuable. It should not feel like, oh, I don't want to be on that call. It should be like, wow, I get to speak with you. And I will get to speak earlier. And you have to believe that it's so valuable. So we put the ad on social media, but we don't do organic social media. So we post it on Facebook ads. Yeah. Yes, you improve the workshop, Sam, and then you make it better and better every day. It's brilliant. What's brilliant? Like it was 5 minutes ago, Jürgen. So feel free to share what was very good, makes sense. Okay, bye, Volker. Okay. How do you continue with organic after the first work without feeling like you start bugging old friends? Great. So Natalie, the goal is to get out of, honestly, the goal is to get out of organic as soon as you sell your first one-on-one at VIP. So what we do is that we create an offer, like a 3 months one-on-one offer. I would start at 1,500. It's kind of a good price for 3 months. And as soon as you've sold that, you can move into ads, and then you don't have to kind of bug your list. That would be a good way to do it. But until then, it's to test different audiences, your Facebook contacts, other contacts, maybe in person, maybe collaborations, like just see where you can do it and then move into that. It will be a good direction because it will be that way you don't have to, contact them every week. Over and go. Yeah, yes, that's what we do. It's really a system. What we build here is a system. We are not doing just like random things one time. We are improving. It's what we offer as a solution is a system that we fine tune until it works. So that way there is no hope marketing. You actually know exactly what you're doing. And this, what we've been doing today, has been the first step of the system. When you have the workshop, how it looks is that we fill in Facebook ads. First step is the Facebook ads, like the good system when it's working, Facebook ads to workshop, to calls, to working together in the group program at a high ticket price. In the beginning, when you ease into that, you start with organic to workshop, and then you sell your first high ticket, let's say 1.5, 3 months for one-on-one. If you're already charging more, of course, more, then you will not need to do organic. You can just pay ads. And then you can move into ads and groups. So this is what I wanted to share. We are getting to the end of this 2 hours call. I have given everything I can for you to you in this 5 days. And my goal was to get you ready to launch. Have I succeeded? Yes or no? To give you everything you need to go from here. Feel free to share in the chat. How are you feeling? What has this given you? What has it been for you to be here? And do you have everything you need to move forward? More than ever, could imagine, so grounded, ready to invite people. You have made way more than succeeded, way more than expected. Amazing. I want each and one of you, I told you in the beginning, no one is left behind. If you're in this room, you've been here every day, you've been showing up, you've been doing amazing. I want to make sure that each one of you know exactly what to do next. Amazing, amazing, massive. Yes, Tamara is an action taker now. That's where we're going. Wonderful. You've done great. You're doing amazing. I've loved being here with you. I can be here. This is what I love doing the most in my life. This is really beautiful. First of all, thank you for being here. I want you to all go from today, I want you to go into the WhatsApp group and share as you publish. Okay, I'm gonna keep that group open for this week, from today until next Friday. All the replays as well, you'll be able to check. You will also be able to use the AI and all of that. So please, everyone here, everyone watching the replay, I want to see you succeed. I want you to launch this. And what I want to say as well is that the best way to do it is to do it together. So if you are not yet in our community, I've been so lucky to have so many of our clients here with us this week. It's been so fun. Stick around after today and let's have a chat. Let's talk about it. I know that we can help you to launch your ads. We can help you with the tech. We can help you with the VIP offers. We can help you with the kick in the butt. And we would love to see you being part of our community. It's been wonderful. There's been 5 wonderful souls who join us this week in the program we're starting. We can get you on the tech basically next week. It will be wonderful to be of service and contribute to your success. So I'm here for that. And if you feel complete, then thank you. And I love all of you. I love that you're here. And yeah, that's it. That's it, guys. I don't know how to do goodbyes because I'm very much I'm loving just being here with you. Yes, Joshua, amazing, wonderful. So yeah, if you want to unmute yourself, you want to share something, feel free to share. I want to give you the voice as well, not just the writing. If you want to share something for you to feel complete from today, just feel free to do that.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
Okay, so my plan is, or what I have started already this whole month is about gaining 2 to 3 test clients who pay me $9.99 instead of $2.99 in 3 months. For 3 months, yeah? That's one-to-one. It's very closely supported one-to-one self-empowerment journey. So, and when I have 3 clients, that's all I can take.
Yeah.
So the thing is, I mean, this is something I've been thinking a lot. I'm working with them for 3 months, but I'm only getting 3 clients now, and then I can't really take any more. Maybe later on, I could take another 2. So in theory, I could take 2 new ones on a month. So this is my question. See, say later on, I've done the test clients and it's all great. I'll get testimonials. So now I'm going to offer the 3 months journey for the full price. And I got 2 signups, so it's 6,000 a month. Next month, another 2,000, next 2,000. But that's all I can take. So I couldn't do a workshop every week. I would have far too many. Once a month is probably what I'm thinking.
So let's look at this. And just for the ones who are sticking around, I'm going to go a bit deeper and we're going to talk a bit more about both if you need some extra fine tuning, but also if you're looking to get support, we can also talk about it right now. So I'm going to pause and thank you everyone watch the replay and see you in the launch WhatsApp, and let's continue the conversation off the record.